Hi teachers, this is Marcy with a video about using some of your objects from the Promethean resources. If you open your flip chart and you don't see this piece over here, your browser, I'm going to go ahead and close out so you can see. It's always available under View and under Browsers. And so first thing it usually pops up is your page browser showing your different pages here. In this case, I just have a first one that's blank. And your second part is going to be your resource browser. You have the person with one head, which is My Resources. This is generally where if you download something from the website, like Promethean Planet, that you would add your resources. Here's Shared Resources. This is the spot where the things that come with the Promethean software are installed. And you also have another resource folder that you could come into. Sometimes you add things to that folder as well. You also have a spot with this little ... that would let you go and find something if you had something stored on your computer that you wanted to bring in. A file, a document. Most of this stuff can actually be imported as a resource. So the first thing I want to point out is under shared resources you have folders. Everything is nested together. Anytime you see a little gray arrow, that's telling that when you open it, there's more stuff inside of that. So one of the ones that they have first is going to be activities and templates. And so there's a lot of little grids and things. There's cubes. There's all kind of different things that are tucked into this section. A lot of these are aimed especially at the little kids, but sometimes you'll find something for the big kids, like the periodic table. And you'll notice that as you roll over this periodic table, it shows the different elements. Some of these are built into the program. Remember, if you want to get your toolbar out the way, you have the little arrow to roll it up and out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and arrow over to a fresh page just so you can kind of see some of the things. There's spelling, there's little strategy games, time. There's a lot of little time things that are built in, and a lot of these move and do various things for you, and they're all built in. Again, it's little word games that mix things up and help you. And then there's handwriting stuff for the younger kids that's mixed in, and you can just pull those pages out. This activities learner response section is generally something that is going to be used if you were doing voting questions with voters and things like that. However, even though it says voters, you could still have the kids do this. One way to interact would be something as simple as telling them A is thumbs up, B is thumbs down, vote with your thumbs, which one is it, and then you could have one child just come, grab the pen and write the answer over it, and that would still be an acceptable way of getting the kids involved. Templates, they have just random templates that you can use in this section. And again, these are learner response things labeled as such. Backgrounds, again, those are little pieces and parts that you can add to the background, or you can just do simple colored backgrounds. I want you to spend a little time in this one as you explore. In the elementary section, there's some cute little things, especially for the little kids. But then you get into some of your other subject areas. Especially explore the ones for the subject areas you teach. In math, there's activities, there's counting, there's your rods, dice, dominoes, fractions, geometry. There's all the different little parts that you can come in and move. Some of these may be updated as we begin to update your computers to the new version of Inspire, which you can tell mine's a little different. You'll find the text font is a little different, and it has this section up here for ClassFlow, which is a new product coming out from Promethean. But you can come in and see some of these ones that end with .flp, if you bring this out, this is actually an entire flip chart. So when I click on it, it actually loads it as a flip chart, and you can notice it loaded more than one page. And these are already built for you to be able to come in and do those pages. So you're going to find all kind of different things in here. Some of them may be new once we get you upgraded, which we'll be doing in the coming weeks. Language arts teachers, again, they have the little activities section if you open it up. They have sequencing stuff, so you could teach this to younger kids. As you go, they have things by grade. Okay, so they have all these different parts and pieces, and it's kind of one of those things of you have to experiment through to see what's there. If you're teaching money, they have all kind of parts and pieces for money. One of the other things that they can help with is right here you have the ability to search. And so I could type in something like coin. Be careful with how you use it. If you find nothing coming back on a particular word, you may want to adjust your search just like you would on the web to see what you would get. If you see this red button, that means it's searching because I pressed the one that looks like a play button. It does take a moment to go through all of the resources. Periodically, you may also be asked, do you want to index the things in here, especially if you add new things to your resources? And so the answer at that point would be that yes, you do. You notice that once it finds my results, this blue play button comes back up to start a search. I will also tell you that if nothing comes back, it will pop up a little window telling you that it didn't find anything. And so then you can start to search through what it found. Notice it's finding activities, it's finding images, it's finding all these different parts and pieces that I could look through and dig through. So coin might be broad. I might want to just kind of make that a little more minimal at times to make it a little bit easier to find what I want. And then you can simply drag and drop. So I can take things and just pull them in with my mouse. I also have the option when I click on this and it turns blue, a little window pops up in the corner, and I could just say insert into flip chart, and it would do the same as if I dragged and dropped it. And so that's how you would go about finding your resources. Just a couple of other things. There are some search options. Notice now they've made it where you can look for flip charts, flip chart pages, just backgrounds, just grids, just sounds. So you could come and set those options before you search, or if you didn't like what you found, you could come in and do that. The other thing you can do is if you click here, it will take you straight out to Promethean Planet. And what we'll do is take you into that website and allow you to search. And I'll do another video for you specifically about how to search through Promethean Planet, but that would be a very quick way to get out to Promethean Planet.